Hey family, it's Dr. Yola. It's been an incredibly long day, but before I get myself ready to go to bed, I wanted to talk about the use of gloves and masks. On my way home from seeing patients, I couldn't help but notice folks when I stopped off at a grocery store using gloves and masks, but using them in ways that are actually increasing their risk of an infection. So I wanted to review one, when gloves should be worn, and two, how to take them off to protect yourself from contaminating yourself, particularly in the likelihood if you don't have a way to clean your hands. I understand the need to wear gloves, particularly as we reach a peak in COVID-19 in the pandemic. But what I want us to make sure that we're not doing is wearing our gloves all day, every day. The longer you wear the gloves, the higher your likelihood is of what we call cross-contaminating, meaning the same gloves that you touch a grocery cart handle with is the same glove that you then pick up a piece of fruit with, particularly if you do not remember to rinse it off. And then that same gloved hand is also used to touch a steering wheel, which you may actually touch later on without that gloved hand, and again, put yourself at risk. So when you have a pair of gloves, I want to go over how do you take the gloves off so that you do not contaminate yourself. Because when you wear a pair of gloves, particularly if you go to the grocery store, we officially have a stay-at-home order here in Maryland. So really the only places we can go is to a doctor's office, to a grocery store, or to a pharmacy. If you are wearing gloves at a grocery store, my suggestion is that you put the gloves on once you get ready to enter into the grocery store, and make sure that you take the gloves off upon leaving the grocery store after you finished handling the cart. So take your groceries. Hopefully you have someone with you who can pop the keys so that you don't have to touch your keys with your glove, because that again is cross-contamination. But once you push that cart back into the cart return area, you need to take those gloves off so that you do not contaminate your steering wheel, your car keys, or your cell phone, because that actually increases your risk of transmitting not just COVID-19, but other viruses as well as bacteria. So if you have gloved hands, but you don't have an opportunity to wash your hands or use hand sanitizer, given that it's still hard to find it, I want to show you how to take your gloves off without contaminating your hands. So what you want to do is pull at each finger until it's sort of loose. You take that same hand with fingers and make the other hand fingers loose. And then you grab one edge of the glove, just like so. But before you remove the whole glove, you pull the second glove off like that. What ends up happening is that inner part of the glove is still in contact with your hand, but you've not had to make contact with the outer part of the glove, which is the contaminated part. And you take that inner part and toss the gloves, all right? Let's talk about a mask. This is what's called an N95 mask. A lot of people are wearing it, but I want to make sure that you know that how to wear it. So there are two bands. This one goes in the back of the sort of the hook of your head. This goes across the crown of your head. You want to put the mask on. You want to give a good stretch to the elastic band to decrease risk of contact to your face. Put the mask on and use the second tab to put across the back part of your head, making sure that's straight. What I try to do is make sure that my hair is usually up in a ponytail so that there is no space in between the band, and making a good tight seal with my mask. There's usually for an N95 a bar right here that will help protect respiratory droplets from entering in behind the mask. When you take the mask off, it's important to remember how to protect yourself. But even before that, what I don't want to see, which is what I saw tonight, is the mask down here. So if I've just walked into sneeze space and I put the mask right here, this is making contact with my mouth. If I put it off to the side, it's the same thing, which is what I saw yesterday. Or it's the mask hat. It looks fabulous on me, but that's also not appropriate. You need to keep the mask on your face, because the point of it is to protect yourself, right? And then when it's time to take it off, you want to avoid contact with the front part of your face. You take the elastic band in the back, pull it off, take the band in the back, and pull it off so that you avoid contact with your eyes and your nose. That's sort of equipment 101. Again, I know that there's a lot of concern and the desire to protect yourselves as much as you can. I just want to make sure that you're protecting yourselves in the right way. I'll be right back at you with some more updates, but I at least wanted to give that public service announcement so that you guys are out using the equipment appropriately in order to protect yourself. Dr. Yola out.